Hey, have you been considering moving to Dallas, Georgia? Well, this is the video for you. A hidden gem, in my opinion. Dallas, Georgia is just outside of Metro Atlanta in Paulding County, right on the border of Ackworth. A small town, hidden gem, under the radar, growing exponentially, tons of new housing, and it is a town that I think is worth getting to know. Today we're going to talk about economic development, everything you need to know about moving to Dallas. What is there to do in Dallas? Where is there to go? Where there is housing, and everything that I believe you need to know about this hidden gem, I believe, of Dallas, Georgia. My name is Tajh Walker. Let's get right into it. Let's take a look at Dallas, Georgia. Let's get right into it. So first and foremost, we have Dallas, Georgia, right here in the center of the screen. I'll get my handy dandy drawing tool. I want to share with you guys really quickly how close Dallas is to Atlanta. So Dallas to Atlanta, Georgia. Just let me get this off the screen. As you can see here, it's about a 47-minute drive into the city here from Dallas, Georgia, about 32 miles. The closest neighboring cities are Hiram. You also have Ackworth here, Lake Allatoona this way. You have Rockmart in Rome, Georgia this way. And as you head down this way, you have Villa Rica. You also have Douglasville as well, to give you a sense of reference. So not too far from Atlanta. Another popular landmark is the Battery. And it's about a 43-minute drive. It's showing some traffic here, but about a 43-minute drive to the Battery. So not too bad to get to popular places that most folks are interested in. Another popular landmark, if you are attending college or have kids who are attending college, Kennesaw State or KSU is about 28-30 minutes away from Dallas, as you can see here. So distance-wise, not too far, less than an hour from most places that I think you'd want to know, but not too far from everything that there is to do in Atlanta. So Dallas, I wouldn't really say that it's too rural. It's not too far out there, a comfortable distance from everything or most things folks want to be near or next to. There's a few things that I want to share with you guys. I want to go over a few places I think you need to know in Dallas, Georgia, but let me get to some of the demographics and population. So Dallas, I believe, is a hidden gem. There's so much growth happening here, so many housing developments popping up here because there's just so much more space to build out this way. As we get closer to Atlanta, there's not a lot of place to build, and I'm noticing a trend that a lot of the economic development and the housing trends are moving further and further away from Atlanta. So Dallas is a place to keep your eye on because it is not too far from the city. The affordability, in my opinion, is still very solid, and I'll show you some numbers in a minute. But I believe it's also has still relatively a small town vibe, but you have right up here, up Dallas Ackworth Highway, you have Ackworth, where you can run into Cobb Parkway, where you have everything that you'd want to do: restaurants, retail, shops, all that fun stuff. And you also have Seven Hills, which is a great community as well in terms of housing that I'll share with you guys also. It's close to everything that I think you'd want to be without being too far outside the city. So let's go. Let's clear here, get my tool going. And we're going to zoom back in here next to Dallas. As you guys can see, also, here's a good reference in terms of how far Dallas is to Atlanta. Not too far at all. So let's go over a few popular highways here. So popular highways to know, you have 278 right here. Popular hospital here is Wellstar Paulding Medical Center. You also have this is not downtown Dallas, this is where your tax assessor's office is, different things like that, your courthouse, and then you have downtown Dallas, not too far, right about in this area. And then up this way, you have Dallas Ackworth Highway. So there are two main highways I want to bring to your attention where there's lots of things to do in Dallas. But before we do that, let me go over some of the numbers really quickly. So according to the census, as you guys can see here, you have Dallas, Georgia here, and then Paulding County in general. The population in Dallas is about 14,423, noted here. And there's been about a 3.3% growth since 2021. This is since 2020. This is 2021 census numbers. In correlation with Paulding County, that was about 173,000. That had a little bit of growth as well of about 3.1%. So as you guys can see, not relatively still small as compared to some of the larger cities. Let's just say Ackworth, which is larger at 22,000, and Marietta, Georgia, which is 61,000 here. So just to give you a sense of the size of Dallas and the growth that's happening. In addition, I want to show you guys a little snippet regarding housing. So just a little bit of context here. We're looking specifically at Dallas, Georgia, as compared to the entire MLS, which consists of multiple cities in Metro Atlanta. But also we're going to compare it to Paulding County. We're looking at residential detached homes of all sizes, of all bedroom, with all different types of bedroom counts and of varying years. And as you guys can see, let me move my face out the way. This is the average sales price down here in the bottom right, average sales price. So let's take a look at some of these numbers to give you guys a reference of the cost of living. As you guys can see, the entire FMLS, $469,000, the cost of an average single family home, as compared to Dallas, $358,000, and as compared to Paulding, which is $367,000. So relatively affordable and below the average sales price across the entire Metro Atlanta area. So this is like I said, a hidden gem, a great place to keep your eye on to find housing. And another thing I want to toggle here is if I toggle 2010 or later, this gives you an indication of the cost of newer homes. What I showed you before is all homes across various build years. This is 2010 or newer, so potentially new construction, but homes that are newer in general. And as you guys can see, still the entire MLS, 568,000 in the Metro Atlanta area, Dallas 414, and then Paulding County 428. So on average, still affordable, still under the average sales price of the entire MLS and Paulding County in general. So a great place to consider in terms of cost of living and the housing as compared to Metro Atlanta. So let's jump back over here. Let me point out some of the places I think you guys need to know. So let's go to downtown Dallas, Georgia. So downtown Dallas is right in this area off Main Street. That Google search did not give me what I was looking for. But right here is downtown Dallas, right off Main Street. They're doing quite a bit of development here. It is slow moving, but they are trying to inject a lot of new opportunities for small business right here in downtown Dallas. So right here off Main Street, lost it. Where did it go? Oh, right here. Boom. Right here. is your downtown Dallas area. So there is some potential growth being talked about in the local newspaper, and along the street there's lots of new little mom and pop businesses popping up, and it is a great place to explore to get a sense of the vibe and the culture of Dallas. Another place I want to bring your attention to, if we travel over this way, is kind of the government buildings and this large hospital right here, which is Wellstar Paulding Hospital. But this is also a great little area as well. This is your tax assessor's office, your government building, and this is a beautiful park that's right here, Veterans Memorial Park. It's gigantic. There's a walking path there, great place to bring your dogs, come and hang out with your kids, but it's a very beautiful park right here off of Jimmy Campbell Parkway and Highway 278, right next to the government buildings right here in Dallas as well. So another popular highway, 278, continues down this way, and this is where you're going to find a lot of your shops, restaurants, different things of that nature, your Chick-fil-A, your Quick Trips, all of your major shopping is along this highway here. Lots to do, lots to see. This is where you're going to find a lot of your popular retail and things of that nature. And this is Jimmy Campbell, Highway 278, right here in Dallas, Georgia. Ruby Tuesdays, all along this street. So this is a place where you want to go if you want to find a great place to eat. You want to find retail, restaurants, all that is all along this street here. And also a really popular development that happened, I believe, in 2018 is the Costco. Very, very nice Costco, brand new, right here off Charles Hardy Parkway in Dallas, right here. But my favorite thing to get at Costco is their pizza. Love it. But this is a brand new Costco that's only been here for about, I believe it's 2 to 3 years, maybe 4. I believe it was built in 2019 or 2018. I'm not quite sure, but it is a place worth noting as well. The Costco right here off Highway 120 or Charles Hardy Parkway. So with that being said, I want to take you guys, so just so you have a frame of reference as well. Here's the downtown Dallas area I was sharing with you. Head down here on Main Street, head over to New Macklin, and then, or you can head over off this highway here, head up 360, and then you'll end up at Costco right over here, right off this popular street here with your Walmart, your Academy Sports, where the Chick-fil-A was that I mentioned before, right here. So one place I want to bring your attention to is some of the housing. So if you travel north towards Ackworth, going towards Dallas Ackworth Highway, which is right here, this is a major street I want to bring your attention to because they are building tons of new developments are happening right off this highway. So if you are interested in moving to Dallas, there is a ton of new development happening off of Dallas Ackworth Highway. Tons of new development. W.C. Abney is a school to keep you honest, an elementary school that is highly ranked, as you can see here, has 4.6 stars. And as you continue north up Dallas Ackworth Highway, there is tons of development happening off this highway. Century Homes, Pulte Homes, D.R. Horton, Lennar Homes. There are lots and lots of developments happening off Dallas Ackworth Highway. They're also expanding this highway because of the influx and increase in population. So just something to be aware of. But housing, because of the increase in housing, they're having to accommodate the number of people that are moving here. And there's lots of construction happening off Dallas Ackworth Highway because they are expanding the highway. So Dallas gets kind of tricky right around Cedar Crest and Oakburn Hickory. It starts to transition into Ackworth as you head this way. But this way And then in this direction, you still have Dallas. So there is a line somewhere in this area where you transition from Dallas to Ackworth. So I don't want to transition into talking too much about Ackworth. I cover that in another video, but this street right here, Dallas Ackworth Highway, is one to take note of because you start heading towards a popular community known as Seven Hills, which is in Ackworth, and Brookstone Golf Course, which is also in Ackworth. But just before you hit it, you have lots of new development right off Dallas Ackworth Highway that I think you should be aware of. There is a development I want to bring your attention to next to Pickett Elementary School. Boom, right here. So like I mentioned, here's Dallas Ackworth Highway right here. Right here. And then we hang a right off Stillsboro, and we make our way to Pickett Elementary, which is, so I'm not going to touch on that because it's in Ackworth. There's a new development over here that I wanted to bring your attention to that is in Dallas, but there are several that I wanted to keep. There's Dallas Ackworth is the major highway I wanted to bring your attention to in terms of where most of the new construction and affordable housing or relatively affordable housing is being constructed that I have seen when I have visited this area. So there's one more popular place I want to bring your attention to. It's called the Dallas Market here in Dallas. And this is kind of like a flea market, kind of outdoor small business facility that has a very, very beautiful aesthetic. It brings a lot of local businesses out, and it sells everything from cloths to little knickknacks to signs to tools to knives to clothing. They have a really, really cool arcade and kind of pool table area where you can come and hang out. Great food. I believe they also have a bar as well, but it is a place that has had a lot of growth, and they do a lot of events in the community, and it is one worth noting in Dallas, Georgia. But the Dallas Market is a great place to come hang out, grab a drink, hang out with your family as well, which is not too far from downtown Dallas that I mentioned before. So I don't want to make this video too long. I will wrap it up there. I hope you guys found this video valuable. But of course, if you are interested in learning more about the Dallas area, please feel free to reach out to me. All my contact information will be in the description below. My name is Tajh Walker, and I'm a local realtor in the Dallas and Atlanta metro area. I hope you guys find this video valuable, and I look forward to catching you guys in the next one. You guys take care. Talk soon.